off Marilyn's estate, and Ferragamo fought to buy back her shoes for their own collection in Florence, especially a pair of red rhinestone stilettos.
We have been able to buy shoes that my father made, and this Christie's auction on Marilyn Monroe things was an incredible opportunity, and I want to make sure that they come back here.
Marilyn did like shoes above anything else. She was a great shoe collector, and I was quite amazed that there were some shoes that came up in the New York, so that I actually made a bid on for some crazy price like $3,000 to find they went for about something like $38,000. So totally outside of my price range anymore.
It's interesting because those shoes were bought in the 50s, and that particular type of shoe would have probably cost around $150 to $200. And we would purchase them for around $50,000.
I think these shoes are probably the sexiest, hottest shoes I've seen in a long time. And I wish I hadn't had enough money to buy them at the auction, believe me. I think these shoes would make any woman feel beautiful and glamorous.
I would love to have a pair of her shoes, yes, because let's face it, the feet would definitely leave a lot of essence in them with the shoes, because they're on a long time and they're worn a lot, more than probably any article of clothing.
Those shoes were really very particular, and with all those beads, they shine out, and we think they were used in a film called Making Love. Let's make love, huh?
Hold it! Here comes the girl who put in the movies, Marilyn Monroe.
I thought the sexy image that she created was fantastic. She made sex.
Marilyn, when she was doing the film Niagara, she learned that the camera would follow her as she was walking away. She knew which side to be filmed from, which side not to be filmed from. And if she was going to wiggle, she'd wiggle, and she would wiggle to perfection. And if she walked, she'd walk to perfection.
Well, you know, when you have 11 centimeters under your foot, I think you have to walk in a particular way.
I think you hear Tony Curtis saying to Jack Lemmon or vice versa, Jello on strings, which was, how do they walk in these goddamn things? How do they do it?
Wannabes might have a go at the famous wiggle, but according to some, Marilyn had her own secrets.
I think it's Susan Strasberg who said in her book or some interview that she knew that Marilyn had cut a part of the heel off of her shoe, which made her kind of like, limp a little, kind of that little wobble thing.
It made her very slightly wobbly, and that's what gave her the famous wiggle walk.
Some like it hot.
I would not go into speculating why she walked like that, but it was very nice.
Real cool.
If she wanted to walk with that famous wiggle, she would walk with a wiggle. She did not need any strange type of shoe. She did not need, she could do it with flat shoes if she wanted to, because she was Marilyn and she could just walk like that. That's just the way she was built.
Other theories about Marilyn's walk were even more bizarre.
There is a photo of Marilyn by Joseph Jasper, which shows that she had 6 toes on one foot. He claims that this happened and that she had one toe removed.
There's always a tendency for people who don't understand that some persons in the world are just much greater, more exciting, more intelligent, more talented than they are, to explain it by saying they've got 6 toes or some deformity. Marilyn knew how to walk like that. She didn't need 6 toes.
I have had an interview with her first husband, James Daugherty, and he told us that he had kissed every toe and there were only 10. And that was when she was Norma Jean, so that was before, unless she grew one extra.
Whether she had 6 toes or not, Marilyn's unique style has meant her dedicated fans fight to own a piece of her to keep for themselves.
So I'd like to show you a bit of my collection.